Good afternoon, everyone. My presentation will be about the broadcasting frequency plans. Briefly, we will go through the ITU regions, regional plans, and other things that are relating only to broadcasting services. So regional agreements, normally, they are done for specific frequency bands, for specific region or area, let's say number of countries or administrations, and also for specific services. And it was previously mentioned by Nikolai, these are the regional agreements. Then we have two types of plans. We have the assignment plan or allotment plans, except for Geneva 06, where we have a combination of two. Geneva 06 agreement contains assignment plans and and allotment plans. And then the regional agreement, they are always adopted by regional conferences to have common basis on technical criteria and frequency plans. The assignment plan for frequencies, you have frequencies that are assigned to stations, which we say frequency and coordinates, geographical coordinates. And the other type is the allotment plan, when the frequency is assigned to a geographical area. Now, the regional plans that are in force that concern television broadcasting are Stockholm 61, Geneva 89, and Geneva 06. Or we say 06, but it's 2006. Stockholm 61 was modified. Well, Stockholm 61, it is intended that it was adopted in 61, but then it was modified in 2006, and to keep the bands, or to let go the bands in the VHF and the UHF, 174 to 230 megahertz and 470, 862, to be transferred to Geneva 06 plan for digital television. It is only assignment plan, and it concerns the European broadcasting area. Now the remaining bands for this regional agreement are band 1, 2, and 3, below the frequency bands allocated to Geneva 06. They are listed here. Of course, the services is broadcasting, but it also includes sound and television. Now, the equivalent for the African region is 89. It was also modified in 2006, the same thing, to let go the frequency bands 174, 230, and 470, 862 megahertz to be transferred again to Geneva 06 agreement. It is also an assignment plan. As I said, it concerns the African broadcasting area, and the frequency bands that are concerned or still in force are also listed. One in band 1 and 2 portions in band 3. For Africa, it was designed for television only. The Geneva 06 or 2006 agreement, and that's the latest one, and again, it was approved and adopted in 2006. It contains two plans, one for analog television and one for digital. It also includes a list that contains the assignments to other primary services, and my colleague Carlos will mention it when it comes to other primary services or primary services other than broadcasting. Geneva 06 agreement, it concerns region 1, except territories of Mongolia, and it includes Islamic Republic of Iran, which is from region 3. The frequency bands that are concerned, VHF, and the UHF until 470 to 862 megahertz. And the services, as I mentioned, digital, sound, and television. And here you can see that there is no more analog because the transition period ended and the analog plan was deleted. The original plans that concern sound broadcasting are and still in force. Again, Stockholm 61, previously mentioned for television. Geneva 75, Rio de Janeiro was both 81 and 88, Geneva 84, and Geneva 2006. Here you have a slide that mentions the frequency bands that correspond to the regions and to the agreements as a summary. And also another table where you see, okay, I forgot to put the correct numbers. So second one is table 2, frequency bands and regions. And of course, on the right side, the very known map that you all know that shows you where is the region 1, 2, and 3. The regional plans in force that concerns sound broadcasting, they are intended to modify the technical characteristic of an assignment or allotment that is already existing in the plan, to add an assignment or allotment to the plan, suppress an assignment or allotment from the plan, and for Geneva 06, also another specificity, which is to add to the plan an assignment stemming from an allotment. So all this, or not all of the regional plans, but mainly Geneva 84 and Geneva 06, that, as Nikolai mentioned, are the most intensively used still, will be presented in detail during the workshops from the regulatory side and also the software and calculation examinations. The procedure, or the general procedure for the regional agreements, mostly named Article 4, except for Geneva 84, it is Article 7. So the first step is the submission of the electronic notice from the administration to the BR to modify the plan. Again, modify can be a new assignments or modify an existing one or suppression. After that, the assignment or allotment is published in Part A, and with the target to be published in Part B and recorded in the plan. But in the meantime, we have a coordination period. This coordination period, it changes according to the regional agreement. When all the necessary agreements are received, then the administration in all the agreements must request the BR to publish in Part B. Again, exception for Geneva 06, there is a provision that allows you in the submission to specify that you want the shortcut procedure. And in that case, if you have all the necessary agreements, after 40 days, it will be directly published in Part B. No need to request it. After that, the plan is intended, I always say, to book assignments or allotments with the intention to use them one day. But the master register is or should contain the assignments that are in operation. So the master to submit for Article 11, which is Article 5 of the regional agreements, of course, should notify the BR to mention that it will be operated, but not more than 3 months ahead. Technical examinations for broadcasting stations. So we have, for example, for Geneva 06, D. D stands for digital. Article 4, planifications. These are the tools or the web application that we have. It is well functioning, and not only, not since today, it was since 2010, if I'm correct. So we provide the coordination and conformity examination to be done ahead by the administrations to be sure that it is in conformity. And if it is coordination examination, why not to start or initiate already the coordination with the affected administration ahead of submitting, just to accelerate the process. We have also Geneva 06 compatibility analysis that we did for regions. We did the first one with ATU. It was concerning the African countries. It was very successful. And then we implemented the same thing for ASMG. Again, very successful. And here we had also done the same thing for Central America and Caribbean, even if they are not part of the regional agreement. But the purpose was, after the allocation of the 800 and 700 to the mobile service, or to not allocated, but on a primary basis to the mobile, ATU and ASMG and CAC, they wanted to ensure that they have enough frequency channels for TV below the 700, and then to be free to free the 700 and 800s. So we still have these tools that will allow to look for available channels. We also have another tool which is really interesting, and it is the most recent one we implemented. It's Geneva 84 optimization and compatibility analysis, and the optimization part was also done following the request from Africa because of the lack of the frequencies for the FM and maybe for the digital sound radio also to implement. We have also RG81, Article 4 plan modification, which is what if. We're still working on that. But again, this agreement is not really very active, but still we provide something and we will provide. We have also some propagation models to do the calculations or simulations and to calculate field strength on demand based on the two recommendations you see here, the P1812 and P1546. And my colleague Andrea here will be happy to present more details and also some small exercises to be done during the workshop. That leads me to my presentation. The final slide is or contains useful links where you can have the theoretical information, flow charts on Article 4 and Article 5 submissions. One part, how to say, dedicated to FM TV frequency plans, and the other one to LFMF containing the RGs and Geneva 75, and also the link to the online broadcasting services and software. If it's your first time that you see or you hear about this software, you are more than welcome to already try them. They are very easy to use ahead of the workshop, so that if you have concrete questions then. I thank you very much for your attention.